In today's video, I'll be showing you guys the top 5 best builds on NBA 2K25, but there's really 7 builds in this video. I needed to make sure I had a certain build for every game mode and the best all-around build for you guys in this video. It literally doesn't matter what position you play, what game mode you play, what your game style is. There's a build for you in this video, the best build to win games. Now, I'm going to leave timestamps in the description and on the video for when your exact build will be. It'll be describing the play style, the court it's going to be on, so it'll be easy for you to find the exact build you want to make. So yeah, there will be 7 builds in this video. All I ask for this is please do me a favor, drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Both help me out a ton. Let's get into the top 7 builds on NBA 2K25. So let's get into the first build, and the first point guard build is just the best all-around point guard build. This is the build that can do everything. I'm going to show 2 more point guard builds after this one. Each of those will be like specializing in a certain court or something, or really good on offense. This is the best overall 2-way point guard build. If you want to do everything, play defense, finish, shoot, dribble, this is the best point guard build in the game. So let's start off with your 3-point, and I already said it, but I'm gonna say it again. Every single build in this video will be used in mind that you have +6 cap breakers. 5 cap breakers from Superstar 3 or Starter 3, and 1 from Season 2 Level 40 reward. Even if you don't have it yet, or either of those yet, you're gonna eventually get them very soon. They're both going to be very easy to hit, so keep that in mind when making all these builds. As you can see, our 3-point is at a 94. Now obviously we're going to use our first of our 5 cap breakers and put it on our 3-point. You're going to notice a lot of our cap breakers are going to be used on the same ratings, and that's because on these builds we all know what the best ratings are. You want them to be near 99, and you obviously want to use cap breakers on the most expensive attributes, which will always be your highest ones. So 94 3-point, your mid-range, you only need to have it to an 84, but you put it to an 85 because that's where you unlock like a pure green window for the mid-range. Come down to your ball handle, and you're going to want to put this all the way up to a 94, and this is where you'll use that last cap breaker. So 5 on your 3-point to get this to a 99, where you will get all 5 legend shooting badges. And then you use your last one on ball handle to get this to a 95, which you'll get Hall of Fame ankle assassin, but more importantly, the Steve Francis size up, which is a game changer for point guards. Then come down to your speed with ball and put this up to a 91. And with that rating, obviously you see in the top right, you get Hall of Fame lightning launch. This is where you're going to use your max +1, and you will have legend lightning launch on this build. So off rip, you'll have all 5 shooting badges on legend, and you'll have legend lightning launch. So basically everything you could need in an offensive point guard. Pass accuracy, for now, we're going to put to a 71. I'm going to put it higher, don't worry. And then come up to your driving dunk. Let's finish off our offensive attributes and put this up to an 82. And with that, it also puts your vertical up to a 62, and then put your standing dunk up to a 45. But the reason you want your driving dunk to be an 82 is because this is where you unlock the Anthony Edwards dunk package. So obviously you're going to use the one-handed off one, the fast one-handed dunks that everybody has on, and then you also put on the Anthony Edwards dunk package, which gives you quick drops when you go for the safe 2-handed dunks. So 82 is a very key number right there for our driving dunk. Come down to our agility. Let's put this up to an 82 because you need this to be an 82 to get shifty shooter on legend. And then, like I said, this is the best 2-way point guard build in this video. Come up to your perimeter defense, and you're going to want to go a 92 perimeter defense, and you want to go with an 85 steal. And this is where you can make the choice. It's like right here is where the build would stop. I would talk about it like 3-point, you put your 5 cap breakers, you put your last cap breaker on ball handle for 99.3, 95 ball handle, and then this is where you make the decision about the build. This is the baseline of the build. You can get 65 vertical if you want to get bronze posterizer. I would advise in doing so. And then a lot of you guys love pass accuracy, so you can get your pass accuracy all the way up to a 78 on this build and get versatile visionary. If you want pass accuracy, fine. You don't even need bronze posterizer. You can keep your vertical at a 62. You can even get an 80 vertical, or sorry, a 79 vertical if you really wanted to. But I think you should put your vertical to a 65. I personally would rather have my pass accuracy stay at only a 71, which gets silver dimer. and then being as fast as possible, messing with your speed and agility. Getting 89 speed and 83 agility, in my opinion, is more valuable than having 78 pass accuracy over 71. That's just my opinion. Everybody has a different play style. I can see why you would rather that. Like 88 speed, 85 agility is what I would probably go with. If you're going with the 71 pass accuracy build, this is how I would make the build. And let's just put these last attributes on block, get that up to a 52. But if you don't care about your speed and agility as much as I do, then go ahead and put your pass accuracy up to a 78, unlock Bronze Versatile Visionary, and this is the best all-around point guard build you can make on NBA 2K25. Let's go through it one last time. I know I kind of yapped through this build. That's because I'm trying to explain why each attribute in there is there and why it's just the perfect build. So 94 3-point, use your +5 cap breakers, get a 99 3-point. You get all 5 of these shooting badges legend. 85 mid-range for the pure green mid-range window. 82 driving dunk, so you get the Anthony Edwards dunk package, which gives you the quick drops off one and just really fast dunks. 78 pass accuracy or speed and agility, whichever you want to go with, so you get Bronze Versatile Visionary. 94 ball handle, this is where you put the last cap breaker on, get this to a 95 for the Steve Francis signature size up and ankle assassin on Hall of Fame. 91 speed with ball for lightning launch on Hall of Fame, and then use your max +1 to get this on legend. Like I said, this is the best two-way point guard build, so of course 92 perimeter defense, getting all of these perimeter defender badges on gold, and then 85 steal, silver glove, gold interceptor, 86 speed, 82 agility, so you can get shifty shooter on legend, and then vertical 65, so you unlock at least bronze posterizer. The best all-around point guard build on NBA 2K25 right here. 6'2", so you can guard other point guards. You know, a lot of people make 5'9s, 5'10s, 5'11s. 6'2" is just the perfect height. And it's boring, but just like all the best point guard builds on NBA 2K25, you have built a two-way, 3-level shot creator. Next, let's get into the next point guard build, which is definitely a unique one. So we're going to transition from that all-around point guard build that can do everything to a purely offensive point guard that mainly guards the corner. Now, these stats are pretty similar. Off rip, you can see on this build, you go 5'11", 175 pounds with a 6-foot wingspan, but you're a lot shorter on this build because you don't really play defense. You just need to worry about scoring the ball. And of course, just like the last build, we start our 3-point off at a 94 and our mid-range at an 85. I said a lot of these ratings are going to be the same and the cap breakers are going to be used the same, and this is why. Of course, we know you need to be able to shoot at the point guard, so you want a 99 3-pointer on this build to get all 5 of these shooting badges on legend. So there goes your 5 cap breakers, and then you use that last cap breaker right here on your ball handle, put this up to a 94, use the last cap breaker, just put this to a 95, get Hall of Fame ankle assassin and the Steve Francis signature size up. But on this build, just put your speed with ball to a 94 so you'll get legend lightning launch off rip. And the reason you do that with this build is you're so short, you just want to be fast. So having the faster speed with ball and not having to waste your max +1 on lightning launch lets you use it on other badges. Next, come up to your pass accuracy and put this up to an 85, so you'll be able to throw very fast passes, and this is where you unlock bronze bailout. Next, come down to your perimeter defense, and like I said, this is a corner guarding build. So put this up to a 74, so you at least get some defensive badges, and then put your steal all the way up to a 94, so you do get Hall of Fame interceptor, and that's the important thing. You guard the corner, you just be annoying, and you be in those passing lanes. Of course, agility goes up to 84 as well, and your vertical up to a 62. And then I forgot to put this, but yeah, your driving dunk is also all the way up to an 82 on this build to unlock the Anthony Edwards dunk package. If you've noticed a trend in these last two builds, it's the Anthony Edwards dunk package and 99.3 Steve Francis. We all know what the meta is. That's what all the best guards use this year. Steve Francis, the 95 ball handle, either a 99 mid-range or a 99.3. We'll talk about the 99 mid-range in a second. You need to be able to get consistent dunks if you're going to finish in the paint, and then you want to be fast. So use that last attribute on speed to get to a 90 speed, and then use these last ones on whatever. I would probably say use it on block or free throw. If you're playing Pro-Am, then put it on free throw for sure. But if not, then I would just put it on block just to fill it out, and that is the build. So let's go through the ratings one last time. So of course, just like every build in this video, 6 cap breakers in mind, 5 from starter 3, 1 from season 2 level 40. You use 5 on your 3-point shot, get a 99.3, get every single shooting badge on Legend, and get a 95 ball handle. So you get the Steve Francis signature size up, 94 speed with ball, so you get lightning launch on Legend off rip, 85 mid-range shots, so you get a pure green window in the mid-range, pass accuracy 85, so you can pass the ball extremely well in this build, 82 driving dunk, so you unlock the best dunk packages, Anthony Edwards, and the 1 foot moving dunk, one-handed dunks, I forget whatever they're called, the one-handed tomahawks that are super fast, 94 steals, so you get Hall of Fame interceptor, gold glove, so you can play defense. You're not really going to play on-ball defense, you're playing pass lane defense, 74 perimeter, and then you just want to be extremely fast on this build with how short you are. Now, I would recommend this build be played on 3s and Pro-Am. I wouldn't say this is a 2s build. This is a 3s build where you have a lockdown on your team, and a Pro-Am / rec team where you're not really guarding the top of the key. I mean, you can guard the top of the key, but I would recommend the last build I showed for that. This is more of a corner guarding build that is a pure point guard build, that just an offensive menace that can play passing lanes. When you make this build, you are called a shot creating 3-level threat, the best 3s and 5s build on the game. Let's get into the best 2s point guard build on the game. So I'm just really trying to make sure I get a build for every single mode, for every build. So we have a point guard build for everything. You can do literally everything. We have a point guard build for 3s and 5s, and now is the 2s point guard build. So on the last 2, you had a 99.3, and on this one, you're on the 2s, so you have a 99 mid-range, but instead you want to put your 3-point up to an 89 on this for silver limitless range. And you guessed it, you put your 5 cap breakers on your mid-range shot to get a 99 midi, and that is even more overpowered than 3-point this year. I surprisingly feel like I shoot better with my 89 3-point build, this build I'm about to show you, than I do on my 99 3-point build. You get all the shooting badges on Legend besides limitless range, so you get 4 out of the 5 shooting badges Legend, so that's why you can shoot so well with the lower 3-point. And then of course, ball handle, you want to put this up to a 94, use your last cap breaker on this for the Steve Francis signature size up and ankle assassin Hall of Fame to get a 95 ball handle, speed with ball 91 for lightning launch Hall of Fame. And this is where you put your max +1, your pass actually leave on 69 for now. I know you guys go crazy over pass actually, but let me explain. Leave at 69 for now, and then come down to your perimeter defense. Actually, let's come down to our agility first and put this up to an 82 because you need an 82 agility for shifty shooter on Legend, which you know we're getting on this build. Your perimeter defense, put this all the way up to a 92, and then this is where you can make your decision about the build. My build has an 85 steal, has slightly better pass accuracy, and is faster, like has an 88 or 89 speed and like an 84 agility. So you can do that. Or you can just go ahead and max out your steal up to a 94 and get Hall of Fame interceptor, and you can get gold glove. So this is what I would honestly recommend doing. Then you can put your last point on speed, your last point on agility, whichever one you would rather. I would rather put my last 2 on agility and keep an 86 speed, and this would be the best 2s build in the game. You don't need dunk. All you need to do is fade for mids, and that's why you have this 99 mid-range. You put your last points on literally whatever, just max out your defensive rebound block. It literally doesn't matter, it's like 2 points. But this is the build. Let's go over all the ratings and why they're at that number. So the most important one you're on 2s is your mid-range. What are you doing on the 2s? You're running around screens with an inside center, and you are fading for mids. That's why you have a 99 mid-range for. You get every single shooting badge besides limitless range on Legend, and I promise you, I feel like I shoot better with my 89 3-point build than my 99 3. You still have all Legend shooting badges, and you still have an 89 3-point with most likely a 3-point takeover, so your 3-point is low-key higher than an 89. You kind of have an 89 or a 99 3 and a 99 mid-range. I know you guys are going to freak out about the pass accuracy, but I'm going to say it again. This is a 2s point guard build with inside centers. You don't pass to the inside center unless the slip or roll is wide open. You take the fade, so you don't need pass accuracy on this 2s build. The last 2 point guard builds I just showed has pass accuracy because those aren't 2s builds. This is a 2s build for inside centers and fading. You don't need pass accuracy. 94 ball handle, use your cap breaker on this, get it to 95. Hall of Fame ankle assassin, Steve Francis signature size up. You guys know the deal. Changes how your guard can dribble. Speed with ball 91 for Hall of Fame lightning launch. Get this to legend with your max +1. 92 perimeter for all 3 of these on-ball defense badges on gold. 94 steal for a Hall of Fame interceptor and gold glove. And then 86 speed, 84 agility. You do not need driving dunk because, like I said, same thing with the pass accuracy. You rarely finish in the paint, and when you do, you'll get a good layup with your high driving layup. But yeah, you don't need driving dunk because you're just going to take fading mids wide open with an inside center. This is the best twos build, the meta twos build you guys will see everybody using in the near future. And when you do make this build, you are called a two-way sharpshooting creator. The best twos build on the game. But alright, that wraps it up for the point guard builds. Let's get into the best lockdown build on NBA 2K25. So the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to this lockdown build is the height, because a lot of you guys might look at 6'4" and say that might be short for a lockdown. But this year, that's not true. The best height for lockdowns is 6'4". Let me explain why. Height doesn't matter when it comes to contest. You can be tall, it doesn't matter. Many marksmen will pop up. What you want to be is fast, and you just want to be pesky. And that's what these 6'4" lockdowns are this year. You get a higher 3-point, you get better jump shots because you're shorter, you get better dribble moves when you need to dribble, you get better dunk packages. You're short, you're just a pesky lockdown. That's the meta this year. So let's get into the attributes. First things first, 3-point. 85. You will be able to shoot on this lockdown 85 3-point. As you can see, that does get you silver Deadeye. But you're a lockdown, we know what rating we want. Perimeter defense, you're going to start off by putting this up to a 95 and your steal up to a 94. Now let me explain. Of course, with your 6 cap breakers in mind, this is where they go to. You use 4 on your perimeter defense to get a 99 perimeter. So you get Challenger, On-Ball Menace, and Pick Dodger all legend. And you get steal up to a 96 with the last 2 cap breakers, and you get glove on Hall of Fame. So basically the best defender you can be, 99 perimeter, 96 steal, max out your block. You want to be super fast. That's the reason why you're 6'4", 92 speed, and you go all the way up to a 90 agility. Come down to your strength, put this up to an 85, so you get immovable forcer on gold. Vertical, come down, put this up to a 70, and then you're going to be able to finish on this build. 45 standing dunk, and then put your driving dunk up to an 82 for the Anthony Edwards dunk package. Next, come down to your pass accuracy. Put this up to a 71 so you can pass the ball when you need to, and finish it off with your interior defense to a 71. And then, of course, you will be able to rebound on this build. 80 defensive rebound, so you get silver rebound chaser and bronze pogo stick, and offensive rebound up to 65, so you do get animations. And then from there, you can use your attributes honestly wherever you want. I would honestly recommend doing either mid-range, standing dunk, or interior defense. The reason why standing dunk is because you're going to be backdooring a lot, so just be able to get good standing dunks helps. Honestly, I think I am going to max out my standing dunk to a 65, and that's the best lockdown build. So let's go over the attributes one more time. 6'4", so you can be annoying, just be fast, getting around screens. The most important badge is obviously Pick Dodger. You are going to be getting that on Legend as well as on Ball Menace and Challenger, because you will be using your 6 cap breakers on these 2 attributes. 99 perimeter defense, that goes from 95 to a 99, that's 4 cap breakers, and your last 2 on steal to get this to a 96 for Hall of Fame glove. Maxed out block, you have good rebounding, you are extremely fast with a 92 speed, 90 agility. This is literally faster than all the guard builds I just showed you guys. That's how annoying these small locks are. 71 pass accuracy, so you can pass the ball. I mean, you guys see you're literally the best defender you can possibly be, with an 85 strength, so you can bully these little guards, and then an 85 3-point, so you can actually shoot the ball when you need to, getting that silver Deadeye, and just 85 3-point is an extremely high rating. So that's just the best lockdown build on the game. When you make it, you are called a 3&D2 guard. That's it for the guards. That's it for the lockdown. I showed the guards and the wing players enough love. Now it's time for the centers to get some love. Let's get into the best center builds on NBA 2K25. Now, this first center build I'm going to be showing you guys is best when it comes to the twos court and when it comes to rec or pro-am as an inside center. I'm going to get into the attributes and then explain why. Keep in mind, this is a 7-foot center for twos and for fives, not really for threes. So we're going to start off with our offensive rebound. Let's go ahead and put this all the way up to a 94, and you probably guessed it, we're going to use 5 of our 6 cap breakers here, getting a 99 offensive rebound. The most important stat for centers this year. Come down to our defensive rebound and put this up to an 85. You guys can change whatever ratings you want. When I show you at the end, I'll show you and explain things that you can change. We're going to max out every single one of our physicals except for strength. We're only going to put this up to a 95. But keep in mind, you have 6 cap breakers, so 5 on your offensive rebound to get this to a 99, and use that last one for strength, so you get a 96 strength, so you can also get legend boxed out beast. So you'll now have a 96 strength, and from there you can get legend brick wall. Now for your defensive stats, you're going to be a monster in the paint. We're going to start off with a 93 block and an 88 interior defense, and then your steal is going to be maxed out at a 70. We're going to go over these in a second here, but 93 block, you see gold paint protector, and you get gold post lockdown. I know you guys care about this a lot in rec. It's also important for twos. Pass accuracy all the way up to an 87 for that gold break starter, bronze versatile visionary, gold dimer. You'll be able to pass the ball very well, and then your standing dunk will be all the way up to a 90, and your driving dunk up to a 73, so you can unlock bronze posterizer, but more importantly gold rise up. You can use your max +1 on this if you want to get Hall of Fame rise up, but this is kind of the baseline of the build. But now this is where it depends on what game mode you've played. If you play rec or pro-am, I would recommend putting your free throw up. You can see you can get it from a 35 up to a 70, okay? So that's obviously very important. But if you play twos, I would recommend putting your defensive rebound up to an 87, or honestly, you can put your perimeter up to a 46, even though it doesn't really matter that much. I would recommend putting your defensive rebound to an 87 if you play twos, and if you play pro-am, I would recommend putting your free throw up, but obviously you don't need that. But let's just say you do play pro-am, so we'll put our free throw up, and this is basically the 5s build. Use this on whatever you want, driving, layup, post controller, doesn't matter. It's like one attribute. This is the 7-foot build, the 7-foot inside center build for the 2s court and for 5s. So let's talk about the attributes. First things first, the rebounding. You will have a 99 offensive rebound on this build. You all know how important that is. With the 99 offensive rebound, you will get Legend Box Out Beast, Legend Pogo Stick, and Legend Rebound Chaser, and use that last and 6th cap breaker on strength, gets us to a 96, and then use your max +1 on Brick Wall Legend. 82 vertical, 67 speed, 54 agility, max all those out. 93 block and 88 interior, so you can protect the paint so nobody can go up in the paint on you. 70 steal, so you can play passing lanes, the max steal you can get. You honestly don't need perimeter. I have a center build. I play with centers. You genuinely don't need perimeter defense on a center. That's not going to help you anyway. The thing that helps you is speed and agility more than your perimeter defense. An 87 pass accuracy, which is the highest I've put on any of my center builds this year, but you do get gold break starter, and then of course 90 standing dunk for that gold rise up, 73 driving dunk for at least bronze posterizer, and this is the 7-foot inside center build for 2s and for rec. This will stop post scores, this will stop slashers, this will grab a ton of offensive rebounds. This is the best 7-foot inside center build you can make, and you are called a playmaking defensive anchor because of your super high 87 pass accuracy. That's it for the inside footer. Let's get into the outside footer for Pro-Am and 5s. So this is the outside 7-foot center. You can play this on 3s, you can play this on 2s, but this is mainly a 5s popper build. I know a lot of people prefer to shoot when they play rec, so this is a center build for you guys. We're going to start off with our 3-point and max that out to a 76 and put our mid-range up to an 81 so that we will unlock better jump shots. But 76 3-point, you should be able to shoot, but this build is still very dominant down low. There'll be a few things you're worse at than the inside I just showed, but that's a sacrifice you're going to need to make since you obviously can shoot the ball. It's a huge advantage. Next, let's come down to our rebounding, and we're going to put our offensive rebound up to a 91 and our defensive rebound up to an 88. And this is where we are going to use 5 cap breakers. We're going to get a 96 offensive rebound, getting all 3 of these rebounding badges on Hall of Fame, and then you can use your max +1 to get Box Out Beast Legend, or not Box Out Beast, sorry, Rebound Chaser Legends. So it's basically like you still have a 99 offensive rebound. Come down, max out all your physicals once again, except for strength. Same thing, we put this up to a 95, and we use that last cap breaker point, 5 on offensive rebound, 1 on strength. And I just think that having this on 96 is good. Like I said, you normally want to have your cap breakers on your highest attributes. Next, come down to your block and your interior defense. Block all the way up to an 88. Interior defense, same thing, 88. So as you can see, you get silver paint patroller, but gold post lockdown, so post scorers can't score on you. Max out your steal, and then come up to your standing dunk, put this to an 81, and put your driving dunk up to a 73, so you can at least get some posterizer. Next, pass accuracy. You need to be able to pass. 85 pass accuracy on this build. And then of course, this is a rec build, 5s build, so you want free throw. Go ahead and throw your free throw all the way up to a 77 because you will get fouled in the paint. And this is the 7-foot popper build that I definitely think is made more for rec. I made this for rec and pro-am in mind if you want to play kind of like an outside center, like a popper center build. And then the last center I showed you is the footer. That's an inside version that is also really, really good on 2s, but is also very good for rec and pro-am. But yeah, the best popper version of that is right here. And when you make this build, you are called a defensive anchor, which is literally what you are. Now let's get to the next and final build of the video, the 3s center build. So I've already shown 2 footer builds. One that's really good for 2s and rec, that's an inside, and one that's really good for rec, that's an outside. Well, now it's time for the 3s build. And I've showed you guys a 6'7" popper that you guys seem to hate even though it's the meta, so I'm not going to show that. I'm going to show you guys the best inside center on the 3s court. And on 3s, the most important thing is being very, very fast, and that's why you go 6'9". So let's do the attributes. Offensive rebound, you go up to a 94. Defensive rebound all the way up to a 90. And of course, this is where you use cap breakers. Get this up to a 99 offensive rebound, and then for most centers, max out every single physical. Yes, 90 vertical. I'll explain this in a second. 95 strength. Use your final cap breaker right here to get box out beast on legend. So with that 99 offensive rebound, 96 strength, you will have every single rebounding badge legend. Use your +1 on brick wall, but I really think the 90 vertical matters when it comes to on the 3s court. What do you want to do on the 3s court as a 6'9" inside center? You want to set massive screens. All right, you have legend brick wall. You want to be able to crash for offensive rebounds from your point guard that's going to be shooting a lot of 3s. Well, you have a 99 offensive rebound and you have a 90 vertical, so that helps a lot. And that 90 vertical also plays in with our driving dunk. Put that to an 80, and then put your standing dunk up to a 90. So you are a menace on this build dunking wise. And then put your pass accuracy up to a 71, and then the defensive ratings. This is where being a 3s oriented center is weird, because on my other build, I didn't put anything on perimeter. But on this build, you end up putting your perimeter to an 84, your steal to an 85, and then you don't really need block. Just get that high flying denier on silver, and then put your interior defense to a 77, and this is basically the build. You can put these last points on literally whatever. I would just put it on pass accuracy, but this is the 6'9" inside center for 3s. So just like every build, let's go over the ratings and why they matter. 94 offensive rebound, get this to a 99 with 5 of your 6 cap breakers. Get all 3 of these badges on legend. 99 offensive rebound, 90 defensive rebound. You'll grab every rebound. Remember, what do you want to do on the 3s as a center? You want to be extremely fast and switch onto the guard. So 80 speed, 74 agility, then 90 vertical, which tied into our rebounding. Use your last cap breaker on strength. Get this to 196. 84 perimeter, 85 steal. Keep in mind, you're like a second lockdown. People don't really force it up in the paint on 3s, and even if they do, you'll be able to stop it. Don't let these ratings fool you. People can't just go up on a 6'9" center in the paint. 72 pass accuracy, but finishing it off with a 90 standing dunk and an 80 driving dunk. And this is the 6'9" inside center on the 3s court, the absolute best one that all the best stage players are running for wagers, tourneys, just the best 3 center you can make. And when you make him, you are called a 2-way interior threat. I know a lot of centers that have this. By far the best center build you can have on the 3s as an inside. So that wraps it up for the top 5 or 7 builds on NBA 2K25. I hope that it didn't matter how you play. You make one of these builds. I promise these are the best builds that you can make as of right now with these 6 cap breakers. I'm not going overboard doing the 11 cap breakers. I know most of you guys aren't going to hit veteran for months. I probably won't either, so I'm not going to be unrealistic with that. But enough yapping. I hope you guys did make some of these builds. If you did, or you just want to support the channel, do me a favor and drop a like, sub if you're new, and I'm out.